Okay, Inspirachel here with your June 2020 general energy reading. This is a general reading, so if it applies, please take it. Apply it to your intuition and interpret it in a way that is useful, practical, purposeful in your life. My goal is to illuminate some of the energies that you might have a sense that are here, but you can't really pinpoint. And I'm hoping that this might provide some clarification to understand what's going on. What we have for the month of June 2020 for the collective is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Here we have a pretty elaborate, it looks like a flower. Well, to me it looks like a plate with those leaves that come out underneath, like a fancy place setting underneath the plate. But this is a pretty elaborate flower. It has different shapes, different sizes, different things going on, I just noticed the different shapes. And what I'm hearing from that and I'm noticing is that yes, the grief is a real thing, and this is kind of what it can feel like trying to maneuver and deal with a certain loss. Indeed, we could be facing some type of loss, dealing with some type of loss in our lives at this point, and so what's that got to do with our general reading? Well, let's go further and find out. We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Oh, the fire energy. We have the Sun card. One of the happiest cards, but the thing that I'm noticing is all of this orange energy, all of this passionate energy. So it could be that losing something, right? Losing something means taking it away from you energetically, theoretically, physically, anything that you give up. And when we always know that when we give something up, we exchange it. We don't necessarily lose it. We exchange it for something else. And could it be that we are processing our grief and that we're getting back something that makes us passionate? Grief can, extreme emotions can inspire a person to really find passion in a situation, something in their lives. It could really inspire them to cross through the gate, walk through the door of something that they have been passionate about for a long time, but just have not had the inspiration to pursue in their lives. So grief could serve us a good purpose. And when I'm seeing all this orange, I'm just noticing a lot of passion, a lot of fiery passion. And it says a fiery climax. I mean, if y'all getting into that sexual energy, you could transmute the grief by, having intercourse and passionate intercourse and transmuting the energy that way. And then we have the Journey card. And so this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about maybe we're going on a journey from this loss that we perceive in our lives, from this thing we exchange the grief for some type of passion that starts to come alive in our lives, that starts to grow, that starts to develop, that starts to play out. And so then we're on that journey of transmuting the grief energy to something passionate and useful in our lives. And the clarification cards I have is the Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So definitely movement. Some of us could become travelers. Some of us could immerse ourselves in work to distract ourselves from the grief until we're better able to deal with it. I recommend that, if it's too much for you to function in your life in dealing with this grief and transmuting the energy, shelf it for a minute, but don't forget about it. Because at the other end of this work is your... Oh, sorry, hold on. My thingy's gonna melt. One of my little pineapples was in the candle. Whoops! Gonna melt. come back, because this journey, you know, is meant to be traveled, and it's a journey for transmuting grief into something passionate that you're passionate about and living your best life. So this grief is actually serving a great purpose. Much blessings to you. I hope that this helps. If you are needing advice, I'll leave my information, my contact information, in the description box, and I hope that this was helpful to some of you, and that this reached a spot in your life where it can help you. Of course, this says June 2020, but this is what I'm getting when I asked, so I don't know about timing and how that works, but that's what it is.